Hey. Oh, bros, they're coming to get me. Y'all seen those videos where geese attack people? Yeah. He started coming for me, dogs. Hey hoBROs, let's take this opportunity to show you some different types of Thai currency. If you watch this video, that's where I showed you guys some Laotian kip when I did my trip to Laos. But on this one, I'm going to show you some Thai money. This is some of the most typical denominations, which are the 20 baht. That's the front. That is Rama 9, the current king of Thailand. That's the back. And the 100 baht denomination. That's Rama 5, the 5th king of Thailand. And of course on the front again is Rama 9, the current king of Thailand. Here's a 5 baht coin and a 1 baht coin. Now a baht is equivalent to about between 30 and 33, 30 to 33 baht is equivalent to $1 US, which means this 100 baht is worth about $3 and this 20 baht is worth about 60 to 70 cents in American money. So there you go. Now you know. See you later, hoBROs. What? hoBROs? What? hoBROs? You know, my hoBROs, Thailand is known for its handcrafts. I mean, it has a long honored tradition of handcraft, hand carving, everything by hand, intricate details. Everything in Thailand is very detail oriented. They do lots of wood carvings, floral carvings, fruit carvings. But this is one example of one man's ingenuity and handcraft. I mean, look at this. He's built facades in this whole apartment, and this used to be a restaurant. But look at this handiwork. I mean, the guys laid everything from the floor stones, floor tiles, to the walls. I mean, look at this. That is all done by hand. Chipped the rocks by hand, plastered them, all that kind of stuff that I don't know how to do. Check this out. Pretty cool, huh? Let's go on a little walk, my hoBROs. You can see the progress on that house is coming along nicely. Just a few days ago, it didn't have a roof on it. They were putting the roof on. Now the roof is completely done, huh? Pretty nice. Look at these flowers, man. Everything in Thailand is so beautiful. Come on this journey with me. Now, this may look beautiful, and it does look beautiful, but it is literally a cesspool. You'll see these all over Thailand. It's basically runoff from sewage. The water today is green. Normally it's black, and I'm talking sludge black. Like fish can't live in it. Anything that falls in it dies, because it's literally sewage runoff. And I'm sure it goes to the bay and into the Gulf of Thailand eventually. Today's a good day because it's windy. But normally, and I'm not kidding, this literally smells like a raw sewage when you walk by. I call it ki nam, which in Thai ki means shit and nam is water. So I call it Mae Nam Ki, actually, which is shit river. But it's actually very pretty, and there's a nice little walkway. Maybe Maybe we'll go walk down it and see if we can get into any trouble or go on a little adventure. Let's see what happens. The foliage here is also beautiful. I mean, look at these palm trees. If you look in here, it looks like a scene from Apocalypse Now or something. Awesome. And you can see why I call this shit river, because it literally is runoff. I mean, look at this. It's just littered with garbage. And you know, I love Thailand, believe me. But you know, every good thing, yin and yang, every good thing has some bad about it, and this is one of the bad things about Thailand is the you know, open sewers, littering trash. It's a problem throughout a lot of Asia because there's a lot of people, and but just by sheer numbers, if you got 10 people that throw things in a trash bin and 2 that don't, then those 2 people in a country of 64 million people eventually is going to add up to 1.5 million people or something like that. So that's a lot of trash. What I'm saying is it's just not a priority to them, unfortunately. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful country. It is paradise, but there are parts of it like this which are not so nice on the eyes or the nose. But you know, I have this theory. Tell me what you think about it. But you know how some kids or moms, especially in America, they want to, you know, and I'm all for hygiene, don't get me wrong, but they're so paranoid about, you know, you got to wear gloves if something falls on the floor, if whatever, all these things about germaphobes basically, which is good in general. But I strongly believe that people in Asia have stronger immune systems because of just the wide open bacteria that's around, and it's different here. Like, you know, a lot of foreigners, when you eat street foods, for example, you might get sick the first time. Anybody traveling outside of their country, this might happen too. It's not a specific to Asia thing, but you know, it's just a different standard. I'm not saying that they're not hygienic, they wash their hands and all that. I'm just saying that there's more dust and bacteria and pollution, air pollution, and open sewers and all that, and I feel like it makes them stronger people. สวัสดีครับผม สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับผม So check this out. There is a Muslim community in Thailand as well. I'd still say they're a minority, but in this area, particularly where I'm at, which is Meng Jai, there are some Muslims. So check out, there's even a mosque over there. Now the further south you get in Thailand, closer to Malaysia, the more Muslims there are. And unfortunately there are some skirmishes on the border. But those are radicals on both sides. It has nothing to do with either Muslims or Buddhists. It's just people being idiots. But for the most part, it's very peaceful, and there's a very nice, loving community here of Muslims. In fact, my whole neighborhood is mostly Muslim. But they're cool. They totally respect if you're not Muslim. Like, you can drink beer and eat pork and all that stuff if you're non-Muslim. They don't, it's not like they're like, oh, you're on our property or whatever. They don't care, man. To each his own. But for them, they have their own rules and guidelines, and everyone else has theirs too. Look at the size of that lily pad, homie. Huge. Check out this fence. I think this is really cool. It's like they recycled old wood, and then actually they probably didn't. It probably was built way long time ago, and then they just repainted the surface of the concrete pillars with the wood. It's pretty amazing, huh? And check this out, homies. In Thailand, they use these, what I would call a whisk broom. See that? There's a trash bin. Somebody's cleaning up. But it's funny because, you know, we use either the plastic brooms or the ones with the big hair bristles. But here in Thailand, they use a whisk broom, which is little wood things, and it's amazing how much stuff it picks up. It's pretty cool. And check out these homes right on the water there. This would sort of be equivalent to slums or projects. It's the very, you know, lower class as far as money, not as far as personality. These are some of the best people. They're the smartest and coolest and hardest working, but unfortunately they're financially challenged, let's call them. But look at these cool places right on the river, huh? I mean, at least they may be poor, but they enjoy life. And that's the one thing I always say about Thailand is it is an impoverished country. It is a developing nation, but people here are happy, and they're not caught in that rat race like Americans. Like, I gotta pay my next credit card, I gotta pay my car payment, I gotta pay my house payment, my you know, my cable, my rent, all this crap's due. They don't extend themselves beyond what they have. They don't live beyond their means, and they're happy. They really enjoy life to the fullest. It's not about that constant rat race. It's called sabai sabai, which means, you know, relax, feel good. And that's the attitude. And they live to be long, and they're generally much more happier, I feel, than people in the Western world. And you know, it's a trade-off, because yeah, we like our iPods and our Xboxes and our everything, our nice cars and all that. But you know what? We stress ourselves out, and we do suffer for that. It takes an emotional toll on you, whether you think so or not. But so it's a trade-off. I mean, you want to live longer, it's quality of life. Would you rather have the conveniences of technology and nice things, or would you rather live a chilled life? And on that note, a real quick story. Basically, there's a story about, there's this old fisherman guy from New York comes, he has a boat, he's like, hey, I'll invest in your company, we'll have a bunch of big yachts, we'll take people out fishing trips, we'll make millions. And the guy's like, why do I want to do that? I just relax, I go fishing, I hang out with my family, enjoy them, watch my kids grow up, play with them, blah blah. So the guy's like, no man, you don't understand, you'll be a millionaire. So he's like, okay, whatever, cool, let's do it. Cut to 20 years later, and you know, exactly like the guy says, he's rich, he's got a condo, he's got cars, but he spent his whole 20 years, half of his career, half of his life, or half of the last portion of his life, building up this huge corporation. And at the end, you know, he's like, man, I never got to see my kids, I feel like time flew by, everything passed. And the guy, the Western guy turned to him and he goes, well, what are you going to do with your life now that it's over? And he's like, I'm going to go fishing, I'm going to go chill, I'm going to relax with my family. Same thing I was doing before your ass came around and wasted 20 years. So, now that's a philosophy lesson for you. It's just what I was saying, quality of life. You can choose either one. I'm not saying either one's right, nor either one's wrong, but it's definitely a choice you got to make in life. You want to run the rat race? Or do you want to be sabai sabai? I try to do a little bit of both. I think that's the key. I do a little bit of both, which is, you know, I do a couple jobs in the States, save some money, I have some nice things, I have some property and a car, but it's not outrageous. And then I chill and relax with my family, and get to see my kids grow up a little bit and interact with them. So it's a nice balance. I feel like that's the key, but that's just me. I'm just a hobo. What do I know? I live in a dumpster, right? All right, hoBROs. Well, this thing, I mean, look at that water tower. This little walkway keeps on going for quite a ways. Probably a mile in each direction, maybe 2 in each direction. But I'm gonna get off it because it's hot. But this is the interesting thing. Just like in America, like I said, you have the impoverished community, and then right next to it you have these homes, which those rent for $20,000 a month bought, which is almost $700 a month, and that sounds like it doesn't sound like a lot by American standards, especially if you live in New York or San Francisco or LA. But in Thailand, that's a lot. So just like anywhere else, these people have cars, satellite dishes, and air conditioners, and they pay $700 a month for rent. And these people, their families probably own those homes, or at least, you know, probably originally squatted on that property 100 years ago maybe. And who lives better? I don't know. We could go poll these people and ask these guys who go to work probably 9 to 5 every day and live the rat race, or these guys, which one has a better quality of life? Which one do you think, homies? Now check this out. Look at this. To me, because I'm biased, that looks like a Jack Skellington, but it's not. Alright, I'm going to see if I can walk through here. I don't know where I'm going. Alright, my hoBROs, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and tell your friends about me, and go to Instagram and Twitter and follow me at JudeSWalco. And as always, much love and respect to all y'all, my hoBROs. Peace.